I remember reading, worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. I felt like my mom worried too much about things that were never going to happen, so I try not to worry. My mother was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. When I took her to the doctor, she told us that if it was genetic, it would be fast and furious. If it wasn't, she'd have some time. Mom passed less than 4 months later. She had the ATM gene that affects your breast, pancreas, and uterus. The oncology group in Kingsport asked if I'd get genetic testing done. I didn't want to miss work, but I said yes. Afterwards, they called and said, "Can you come in and talk to us?" I said no, but I know I've got that gene. And I do. They said I could have bilateral mastectomies. I said I won't do that if I don't have cancer. So they asked if I would do some MRIs. I like to joke around, y'all, and that was funny. Climbing up on that machine and putting my AA through high school, finally B-size boobs up there. Gaining weight has its advantages. They called and told me they'd found breast cancer. I'm telling you, Ballard was Johnny on the spot. They already had me set up for the abdominal MRI, which was clean, but the 3D mammogram showed cancer. I could have done a lumpectomy or just one mastectomy, but so many people do the lumpectomy or just one breast and the cancer comes back. I chose the bilateral. I asked my daughter and son to get tested. My son doesn't want to know. My daughter did get tested, and she doesn't have the gene. Praise the Lord. My family tree is huge as far as cancer goes, so I encourage people to have their mammograms and get their genetic testing. Mother, like I said, was a warrior, and Daddy had liver cancer. My paternal grandmother had breast and uterine cancer at the same time. And there's more on Mama's side. I see the same oncologist as my mom did, and when I went for my checkup, she said, "I want you to know your mom and genetic testing saved your life." A couple months later, and it would have been a different story. She thinks my cancer will be back, so we're going to stay on top of it. My dad was almost 91, Mama was almost 80, I'm 60. I ain't going to worry about it. We're just going to go on. So my coping mechanisms, my Jack Russell, kayaking down the Boone Lake, and fly fishing. You might be a redneck if you fly fish in a semi-formal dress. And like I said, joking around and trying not to worry too much.